Happy YouTube birthday to me. 4 years, folks. That's what today is. 4 years ago today, I uploaded my first YouTube video. It's still up there. I believe it's called Tetsubo's First Video or something along those lines. And it is really, really profoundly bad. I can't watch it, to tell you the truth. I find it painful. However, it exists. I didn't take it down. I've taken down very few videos since I've started this channel, and there has been an upload every single day for the entire time I've had a YouTube channel active. And I have no particular plans on stopping at this moment. I enjoy this whole thing I do here between you and I, because if it wasn't for you folks, this would be a lot less entertaining. It's the interaction that I enjoy. I don't so much enjoy the trolls and the haters, but I do enjoy the interaction with my viewers. I find it interesting. I've met some interesting people here. I've met some really good friends. My best friend I have met here, my friend Amelia. So this has been an overall positive experience. And at the moment, thanks to my YouTube revenues, I'm actually paying down the debt I owe on the car damage I did to myself last year. Yeah, I wasn't smart a couple of times, and I ended up racking up some money. I'm almost got it all paid off, and once I do, I'm going to be able to start buying more knives. Yay! I haven't been buying knives at the same rate I normally do because I've been trying to pay off a debt. I know, horrible news. Not enough knives. Though I did pick one up this week right here. Sneak preview. I'll be doing a review of that one in the near future. But I wanted to thank you folks, and in a spirit of sharing, because that's what this is about, I thought I would show off some of the things that were near and dear to me when I was a wee lad. And these things I've had since I was in the range of 0 years old to 2, I think. I think I got most of these things by the time I was 2, maybe 3 years old. I'm not positive. I could ask my mother about a couple of them. The first one, and this is a toy. It's a dog, and it wears a tasteful, cute little hat. And it's got no markings on it as far as where it came from or who made it or something. And it's in remarkably good shape because this isn't really the kind of toy that I played with them on. I played with it slightly because like its nose is missing, but it's in really nice shape. And right here is a badge that says Hilda, which is the person that gave this to me, my grandmother Hilda. I recently did a video about her bedroom furniture that my father still possesses. Again, I didn't play with this a great deal. It's in remarkably good shape for that reason, but it's still in my collection. In fact, my father had this for a really long time. He didn't give this to me till about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I didn't even remember having it as a child, to tell you the truth. So it was a toy that I played with when I was very young. Next, we're going to have a very, very politically incorrect toy here. I want you people to understand that I was born in 1964 in Pennsylvania, a place that was remarkably white and is still remarkably white, particularly in the coal country, which is where my parents were from. So be aware of that, and do not judge me because I did not pick this. It was a toy made for me by my mother because in the social structure that she lived in, it was considered completely appropriate. Yes, it is a little black Sambo. It's a pattern you could buy. This is just a piece of flat cloth that you then stuff yourself, and it's still stuff. And she embellished it with some little buttons here, which of course are choking hazards. It's amazing I'm still alive. 2 little buttons in the back, and a little rag here in his back pocket. My mother is very creative when it comes to sewing. She's a remarkably good seamstress. She really is. I've seen some of her clothing she made for herself, and you couldn't tell it wasn't made by a professional tailor. But I loved the heck out of my little black Sambo when I was younger. I thought he was very, very cool. And it never occurred to me when I was a child that it was utterly inappropriate. Remember, I don't have a memory of personally encountering a black person until I was 5. So, it wasn't common. I don't remember seeing one in the town I lived in New Hampshire until I was 12. There weren't a lot of. Was I 12? Maybe a little younger than that, but there weren't a lot of black people here. No. When I graduated in 1982, my senior class of 500 students, we had 4 black kids. Yeah. Not a lot. And then we have the last one I'm going to show you. And this is the one that I loved to death. This is Snoopy. This is my Snoopy doll. In fact, there's a reason I'm holding Snoopy like this, because if I don't hold him like this, dunk, that's what happens. I carried Snoopy everywhere I went. I loved him to death. He was very important to me. I was a major Snoopy fan as I was younger. I had a huge collection of Peanuts comics, books and things. I get rid of them at one point. I probably should have sold them. They're probably worth something, because they're all first printings, I think. But, you know, that's life. And he still even has his little tag in the back, which is kind of cool. Cotton and synthetic Commonwealth toy from Brooklyn. Oh, how do you like that? From Brooklyn. But that's my Snoopy, and he has little red ears, and I like that. And I loved him to death. As you can see, I broke his little neck. But these are the toys that were in my childhood. Of course, there were also things like Legos. I loved Legos when I was a kid. Unfortunately, when one of my roommates moved away, he had children. His ex-wife, his first wife, had kids, and at that point in my life, I let him take my Legos with him. I don't know why I did this, and they're gone. And I was always very regretful the fact that I let him take my Legos, because some of them were my original ones from when I was a kid. I should have done that. Eventually, he divorced the woman because, well, she wasn't all that sane. And I lost my Legos. She, in fact, kept them intentionally because she was angry at him. I thought that was kind of petty. That's life. I'm rambling at this point. I apologize. But I wanted to say thank you all for being here. Thank you all for subscribing and watching and commenting, and the occasional likes I get, I appreciate. Don't appreciate the dislikes so much, but, you know, I guess they are at least someone expressing an opinion, and an opinion's important, isn't it? I don't know. People tell me that sometimes opinions are important, sometimes they aren't. But all in all, I've enjoyed this process, and I've had a good time. And I hope that you folks have enjoyed your time here, and will continue to enjoy your time here. Because, you know, if we don't interact, YouTube in general becomes a whole lot less fun.